So, as we are in a near unprecedented level of strife in the modern era for this country, as rights are getting rolled back, something interesting was happening, okay? So, as of this recording, it is the 20th of July, and yesterday was something pretty interesting. So, something that you don't see very often when it comes to rich and powerful people, well, rich depending on where you are, but powerful people, is them being treated just like us, okay? Now, personally, I haven't been arrested, mostly because I am a good boy and I follow all of the laws of this country, literally all of them. And I've never been caught breaking a law, mostly because I never break laws, as we mostly do, especially ones that are in regards to paraphernalia. Never once, okay? But some people are not as much as of a good boy as me, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, and 17 other Congress people actually are not that good of boys. You know why? Because they were protesting in front of the Capitol, and specifically in front of the Supreme Court. Several prominent Democratic members of Congress were arrested on Wednesday during a protest in support of reproductive rights in front of the Supreme Court, and in the aftermath of a historic overturning in, we all know, the court case. Here's a little bit of footage from that.
If you don't want to get arrested, get on the sidewalk.
We love it. We love protesting. We love protesting out here. As we see very mixed community, and some capos who are around. As you can see, a Dark Brandon flag is flying as well. All hail Dark Brandon. Trust the plan. We love Dark Brandon. Dark Brandon has our best interests in mind. Ain't that right, chat? Don't you guys love Dark Brandon? I know I do. So wait, they can detain members of Congress? Yes, they can. As many people are wondering, why have they not arrested at least Matt Gaetz and Ted Cruz? Mostly for being stinky. It's wild to me, but they can actually arrest members of Congress. They just choose not to do it that often. All right. And so there's proof of people actually, cops of the police being there, and cops are doing what cops do best, arresting protesters. Here, from the Capitol Police's own Twitter page. This is the official Twitter page. As you can see, it is verified, and we all know that means it's a real account. That said, correction, we made a total of 35 arrests for crowding. So arrest for anything serious was AOC and Ilhan Omar storming the steps of the Supreme Court looking to hang Kavanaugh. Some people would say, unfortunately, no. I'm not sure if I would, I just tell the news. I'm not sure if I give really my opinions anyways, but I just tell the news. Some people would say that. They were only crowding and obstructing or incommodating. So there was just too many. They just didn't like that there were so many of them around. Okay. The arrest number includes 17 members of Congress. All right. So we know that, as the Capitol Police have said themselves, that they have arrested members of Congress. There's also video of the members of Congress being arrested. Here is AOC there. I'm gonna mute this because it seems like they're playing some copyrighted music, and I love copyright law. That's another reason why I haven't been arrested yet. And here's Ilhan Omar once again. And she's gone. She's walking. She puts her, as well, just like AOC at the very end, you can see she puts her fist up as well. If you guys didn't know, I am a forensic video analyst, and I can very clearly see through my expertise in being a video forensic analyst, analist, is that she does indeed put her fist up at the end here. It's pretty crazy, pretty wild stuff. But this was not enough for conservatives, okay? This was not enough for conservatives because they think that these women, as many women are that conservatives believe, are being duplicitous and also liars, okay? Because they think, mind you, and this is true, they think that AOC and Ilhan Omar were pretending to be arrested. They think that they were lying the entire time. All right? Which is super odd. super strange because, for one, like I said, there is literally said by the U.S. Capitol Police themselves, they arrested 17 members of Congress. Okay, they think that they're lying. Can we just scroll under this right here? So here is Benny Johnson. You were not arrested. Yo, I'll just highlight this really quickly. I'll put it in red. You were not arrested. There is not even an officer in this video. You were walking away by yourself wearing fake handcuffs. She was walking by herself wearing fake handcuffs, bro. That shit's look, there's not even a cop in this video. Hello? Not a single officer. Who is this? Who is this guy? What the hell? Is this a fake cop? This one too? Is that a fake cop? These guys, all of these guys are these fake cops too? There's not even an officer in this video. Police don't exist guys, we've done it. The defund the police movement has gone so far that we have now completely deleted police from even existing on planet Earth because we have debated them so hard. It has happened. Look at that. You're walking away alone, pretending to have your handcuffs. There's no arrest officer accompanying you. Handcuffs are invisible. You ever listen to someone speak and realize what? That their mom should have been pro-choice? Nice one, dude. Why are you pretending to be handcuffed? Mugshot or it didn't happen. Why are you pretending to be handcuffed? It's so weird. What's happening? An arrest does not necessarily include the placement of handcuffs. If you guys didn't know, you can be detained without being handcuffed. I'm not sure if you guys know this. Many of these people do not know this, okay? All right, look under this one as well. Dude, she's pretending to be handcuffed. You'll see this picture be thrown around a lot. So the story's changing. First, they said officers weren't there. Now they're saying officers were there, but she was pretending to be handcuffed instead of actually being handcuffed. So because she wants to make it look like she was arrested, because like the cops weren't actually arresting her. The cops were just like being there and telling her to put her hands behind her back. But like that wasn't an arrest. It was just for like a photo op because she paid them or something. They're on the payroll, okay? She's acting as if she was arrested. More of this, right? Another video, you clearly see a woman in handcuffs pose for the photograph. They're also going back to this because they think that AOC was pretending to cry or something the other day, or pretending to cry or something when she went to the border to see the detention camps that we have at the border. Also, just so you know, here's Ilhan Omar once again being detained by the police. Apparently, but she wasn't detained, I guess. Well, it's mental gymnastics to a crazy degree. It's actually insane, all right? And so I haven't even gotten to the most like interesting piece of this. The fact that they say that she was pretending to be arrested, even though pretending to be arrested and handcuffed. Even though, like, does this look like you're pretending to be handcuffed to you? Does this look like apparently she also was she like the guy in the I can break the coked out guy in the I can break these cuffs video? The cop's like, all right, ma'am, put your hands behind your back. I have to put on your imaginary handcuffs. And she's like, I can break these imaginary cuffs. And he's like, you can't break those cuffs. She's like, I can break these cuffs. And then did it. She finally did it. She went fucking Super Saiyan mode and actually broke the cuffs. He's scared. That's why because he fucking froze. Okay. Never in his like 10 years on the force has anybody been able to break his magical spell of his magical spell of being cuffed, okay? He cuffed her just like how the Aesir cuffed Fenrir, okay? With a magical scarf. Nobody knew that there was magics in all of the 9 realms powerful to break the scarf's magic curse, okay? Little did you know AOC had the power. It's the power of being a progressive, all right? You being a socialist can make you overcome even the laws of physics and gravity. It's a very scary thing indeed. And also, I have to hit you with this, okay? I'm sorry. I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me. AOC in her trans handcuffs. They're not really handcuffs, but they identify as such. Today I identify as handcuffs. My pronouns are fake. My pronouns are real fake. It's just it's painful. It's painful. It's not good. Politics become a performance art, so of course AOC fakes being handcuffed. Performance, not policy. No faking here. Putting your hands behind your back is the best practice while detained. Handcuffs or not, avoid escalating charges like resisting arrest. Also, yes, this is a good thing to follow. If you're being detained by cops, it is a pretty good thing to just put your hands behind your back, for the reason of it gives them less of an excuse to shoot you and kill you. Okay, and I think the best thing is, and I think that is probably the best thing. Okay, for them not to shoot you and kill you. I identify as handcuffs. It's so good. They're so good at comedy. How do they do it? They're getting scared. And there are even some people who say that they're left wing who agree with this as well. What's happening? AOC's fake handcuffs. Why is she handcuffing herself? What is this? Pelosi. This is, I want to say something. I can't say it on Twitch. If you guys know what I want to say, type it in the description of the YouTube video, you know? In site chat, you know what? You can type it in site chat. It's not going to show up on stream. I feel you. Jimmy, all I can think about is how Jimmy Dore is just going to make so much money off of this. That's true. I do want to hit the sewer slide. The fuck? This guy needs like to seek professional help. This shit is insanity. AOC in the squad. Expand NATO. I hate NATO, okay? But that's not even to the craziest memes, okay? Let me show you some of the wackiest memes to come from this so far. So obviously, okay? If anything like this happens, Fox News has to talk about it. So Fox News brings on the whitest people the world has ever known. And apparently this lady who seems like she's in the middle of trying to hold in the biggest shark the world has ever known. AOC Omar fake being handcuffed during protest. So true, dude. All they do is lie. Women, female Congress members these days, okay, they do not know how to govern. All they know how to do is fake handcuff, pretend climate change is real, drink Starbucks and lie. It's very sad. It's very sad indeed. And obviously, our favorite boy, Tucker Carlson, needs to hop on this as well. So I actually haven't watched this yet. But I have an idea of what he's going to say. Okay? I have an idea. Here's my idea of what he's going to say. Okay? The left have spent so much time hating police that they need to now even make up situations in where the police have done something wrong. On the Capitol steps the other day, Congress people who should have been spending their time legislating for actually good things to happen for people like you, and people like me, because I'm your friendly neighborhood billionaire, are actually spending them doing things about protesting for why they're not allowed to kill their unborn babies yet. That's how far our society has degenerated. And as you can see here in this video, take a look at this, where they go around and they say they've been arrested. Well, I'll have you know they're identifying as much as being arrested as one of the transgenders identify as being woman. They can't identify what a woman is, but it seems like they also can't identify what being an arrest is, because look at them putting their hands behind their back, faking an actual arrest, because the cops don't really do much wrong besides arrest real patriots like they did at the peaceful January 6th protest that they tried to blame Donald Trump on, even though radical Antifa leftists were the real ones who did the debauchery there. We all know this to be true. I think that's what he's going to say. I think that's what he's going to say. Something along those lines. Donald Rump. I do love my Donald Rump, personally. That's my guess. Okay, that's my guess. Is that they think that they're above the law, and in some ways they kind of are. Look, the cops haven't even arrested them. I did not pre-watch. I promise you. You can put me up to a freaking lie detector test. I haven't seen a single word from this clip yet.
So today, several of the feistier members of Congress, that would include Sandy Cortez and Ilhan Omar, both famous on Instagram, decided to block traffic in front of the Supreme Court, because girl power means blocking traffic. And that's when...
True. Civil disobedience is gigapog. Also, one last thing. The left... one last thing that I think he's going to say. The left has fetishized the idea of being oppressed so much that even in a situation like this, that they have to pretend to be the victims of police violence. The leftist victimization pipeline has gone so far that they even pretend like they're being arrested. I promise you I haven't watched it. That's just what I think that they're going to say.
And police officers did something they've never done before. Those mean cops put both Sandy Cortez and Ilhan Omar in invisible handcuffs and led them away with their hands behind their back. You're seeing those images on the screen right now. Now, several media outlets picked up these images as proof that Sandy Cortez and Ilhan Omar are deeply oppressed. For Sandy Cortez, the trauma was real. Totally, it was her lived experience. She was wearing a coat in 90-degree heat. It's just the latest harrowing tale of Sandy Cortez's tenure in Congress.
What does I don't know what this is supposed. I want to interject, but it's just like rambling from like a madman or something. Why is he calling her Sandy? He's calling her Sandy as a way to like demean her, because it's that was his like that was her like nickname in high school. I'm pretty sure something along those lines. It's like when they call like what? It's like when they call like Barack Obama Barry. Isn't that right? Like Barack Obama had a nickname back in like high school, and it was like Barry, and they're like, "Hey Barry." It was their version of saying boy, but instead of saying boy, because that's played out and people would pick up what they're doing, they'd like to say Barry instead, like to give them like cute little nicknames to try and like demean them, bring them down to like a sort of like childish level. That's why they say it. It's almost like low-key racism. Yeah.
Her life since Boston University. You may recall that nearly a year and a half ago, she almost died.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has given a harrowing
and a Capitol riot for Congresswoman Alexandria during the Capitol riot.
Imagine being Casey Hunt looking right into the camera. Harrowing! It's very harrowing! Your average television host has a list of like 19 approved words and they must read for them. And that day, harrowing was at the top.
So true. Every single person that I walk by doesn't think anything like me, because I think differently, okay? These little sheep, these sheeple, they don't even understand what they're getting themselves into, all right? They don't even understand how lost they are. They're in the dark. There's so much in the dark, they don't even, when they open their eyes, they don't know that light exists. Unlike me, I'm gigabrain. I'm big smart. Okay, I see past the veil. I know what's going on because while you watch your multi-billion-dollar company's talking head show for the elite, I watch my billionaire talking host show for the elite, but he pretends to be like me even though he's an heir of a billion-dollar company and was born with a platinum spoon in his mouth, and the amount of money that he has is only something that I could possibly dream of. All right, but he's just like me, and I know the truth, unlike these radical played out lefties. Okay, that they don't know anything, they're lost. Me, when I get my information from my billionaire talking head from a billionaire company, I know he's telling me the real truth. But you guys, whoo baby, you guys still listening to those pre-approved lists? I'll have you know, my guy, he says it just like how it is. He doesn't tell me exactly what I want to hear. Nope, no siree. He tells me the only truth because my billionaire is the good billionaire and yours is not. Many people are saying this. This is some dumb shit. Even Roger Stone had to jump in. Wait, I gotta make sure that there isn't a slur in here. This is Roger Stone.
This meme is very real.
So true.